exciting. I think first and foremost, it's the usual, as is tradition, to go out into amongst the audience, amongst you all, and pick one person to join us here. I'm just going to walk amongst you guys and look around. If you are interested in being on the panel, please raise your hand. Wow, awesome. Please now lower your hand if you have a subscription account of over 25,000. Over 25,000, please lower your hand. Oh, right. I feel like it's like Benny Hill music or something.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the children's table.
Oh, you have to invite. Amazing. Awesome. Now we're settled. Now we can do that. We can get introductions underway. So, my name is Liam O'Dell. I am acting head of news at 1080 UK, which is a magazine dedicated to all things YouTube culture. I'm also a small YouTuber myself. I make videos on deafness, asexuality, anything that takes my fancy, really. Pass to my left.
My name is Jay, also known on YouTube as Jay-Z, that's with a Q instead of a C. To describe my content is probably one of the hardest questions I ever get asked. But really truly, I just make ideas that come to my head and try and get them on camera, and that's pretty much it.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa. My YouTube channel is Inspiring Vanessa. You're probably wondering, like, they slap on a child and I'm not supposed to be here. As you can see, I am the youngest on the panel, but I'm really excited for today. I'm 13, I just turned 13 yesterday, and I do my
I'm Chloe, my channel is Anomalous Chloe, and I kind of do a little bit of whatever I fancy. So I'm a nurse, so I make a lot of content about nursing and sort of advice for student nurses. And then I travel quite a lot, I haul things when I buy things and make up videos, whatever I fancy.
I'm Jake. I do 10,000 hawks on YouTube. I make animations out of cardboard, usually involving animals trying to murder each other. It's a nice wholesome content.
Love it!
Yeah! There's a lot of fans of cardboard in the house tonight. Appreciate it. Who are you?
Hello, I am Sam Angle. Thank you. I make videos on YouTube. I'm not sure why I'm here on the smaller creator panel because I'm actually 6'2".
I'm exactly the same height. I mean,
I make stupid films.
Not stupid.
I think they're stupid.
Hello. I'm Ellie. The only way to describe my channel is I make whatever the hell I feel like making, whenever I make it. And then sometimes asexuality and LGBT stuff. My username is Emily99, and that's kind of all there is about me.
The idea is just to not be hard on yourself for not getting 1 million views per video. And I think at the end of the day, so long as you're making something for yourself in the best way you want to make, obviously catering for your audience and your niche if you have it, that's important too. But I think, yeah, the algorithm might screw you, but the point is you've made something that you're proud of, so screw it.
Yeah, one of the things that I've found is that I have to kind of sometimes take myself back and remember that the videos I'm making are for me. If I don't upload for 2-3 weeks, I'm not sorry, it's my channel. I can upload whenever I want, and I can upload like what I want as long as it's not illegal.
Do you feel any pressure with that? Like, do you feel any sense of pressure that, oh, you haven't uploaded the video within this certain time frame?
Definitely.
How do you manage that?
Definitely, but I've never been someone who really likes that an upload schedule. So when I have a lot of videos to put out, I will use a schedule to like make sure I don't like put them all out in the space of 3 days. But I also find that having a schedule demotivates me personally because it just makes me stressed. And if I'm stressed, I'm not going to be making what I want to make. I'm going to look back at myself and be like, oh, I'm clearly not having a good time there. Why did I do that? Because my channel is kind of like a diary, which is very like cliche, but I can look back at certain videos from points in my life and be like, that's really interesting to look at that now and know that that's how I was like feeling and how I capture that.
It's a creative process.
Yeah.
Like the whole point of the creative process is that about halfway through, or however the way through, you just start going, this is the worst thing ever. And I think I think feeling like there's pressure to upload and the fact you haven't made anything in ages is part of that. Like it's no different from suddenly thinking something you've written is garbage, or something you've drawn or filmed is garbage. I think it's all part of the same deal. I mean, I said it's about being hard, not being hard on yourself earlier. I still think it's all part of that.
Like speaking of burning out, like I used to do daily videos, which is like crazy. Like I used to do daily videos, and I did it for maybe like a year and a half, and I only recently like stopped doing it when I went back to my normal schedule. And I wanted to do the Hogwarts. Because my mentor, he was doing daily videos, and his view count, his subscriber count was growing, and I was like, oh my goodness, I should try this out. And my view count started growing, and I was like, okay, if I'll be consistent with it, then hopefully something will happen. And then I'm going into year 9. So around like when I was doing my exams for like the end of year 8, I was like, I can't do daily videos anymore, because it's so hard when you're trying to balance doing education or school, whatever it is, even if like it's university or whatever it is, and then trying to manage doing YouTube. And I knew that consistency was very important for my channel as well. So it was kind of like a hard situation, and it came to the part where it kind of like broke down, because you realise like I want to give out content, but you also need to focus on yourself. So if anybody's in that situation, I took about like maybe a month break, and it really does help like do bullet journals, do diaries, write down your emotions or whatever it is. It's really important to make sure that your viewers are probably watching you for a long time. They're going to see if there's a slight change in you or whatever it is. So I took a month of break, and I'm posting I'm doing YouTube lives on Mondays, and then I also post normal videos on Fridays. So it's really important to just focus on yourself, yeah.
We just appreciate it. I just appreciate the fact that Vanessa is 13, and it takes many people well into their 20s and stuff to realise everything that you just said. Like I've got cousins your age who just can't switch off at all, and it's brilliant to see someone who understands that and gives them some space. It's alright.
I think the thing I'll add about burning out in terms of YouTube and also what I do elsewhere is a real life example I've had recently is I edit videos for a lot of other people, and that's my job. And sometimes I'll be wanting to get it done just because I want to have I know I've got nothing to do the next day and I want to have it off. So I'll be up to like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, and for some reason I know I'm getting tired and it's getting so much more difficult. And then I was like, I can't do this when I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning, and I realised what I was doing was actually so easy, and I was stressing myself out with it so much. But just that little thing is right. Let me just take a break. I know I need to rest. I know I need to take a step back from what I'm doing, take a step back from my desk and come back to it, and it becomes so much easier. And that's been the case with me and my content. I kind of just forgot about my channel because everything I was thinking of, I thought it wasn't good enough. I thought, why would anybody want to watch this?
I think the algorithm definitely unfairly penalises smaller YouTubers, because even the fact that you need, 1,000 views in 24 hours to get a manual review of demonetised videos, which some of my videos will get that, but most of them won't.
Is that how it works? You need 1,000 views.
You need 1,000 views in 24 hours to be able to request a manual review. And I mean, not a lot of my content gets demonetised, but when it does, it's never going to get remonetised, because all my views will be in the first 24 hours. Once that's gone, I've requested the review, I'm not going to get the 1,000 views in 24 hours
once
again.
Once it gets demonetised, then it gets pushed up the algorithm, so you trying to get any more recommended views is just not going to happen.
I mean, to be honest, from like my point of view, I don't really think there's a problem that needs to be fixed. I feel like it's more like a realisation. And I feel like it's more like a realisation that YouTube needs to have, because there's so many times that other different brands have approached me and my mum, because we're a little team, and there are so many times people have approached us and being like, oh, we want to do this with you, we want to do that with you. And then a month's come and they're like, oh yeah, we picked this YouTuber who has 1 million subscribers. And I'm like, but doesn't it make more sense if you think about that people think, oh yeah, if we have higher brands and higher YouTubers, that's more of an inspiration to people. I feel like small creators and small YouTubers are a bigger marketplace, and that's for YouTube, that's just in their own time that we need to
like the
we need to
audience is a
realise
lot
that.
more loyal. Like you can have 1 million subscribers and get like 10,000 views a video, or you can have like 15,000 subscribers and get 10,000 views a video. Like, which one is kind of more appealing to a brand?
Yeah.
Like, the one with the big number, obviously, even though it's not going out to anywhere near as many people as they think it is.
I was just wondering what you guys found the most rewarding thing about YouTube, because it's not really the views or money, is it?
Don't.
I've got so many answers racing through my head that I can't say out loud.
So I guess I started because when I was training to be a nurse, there wasn't any content out there sort of like explaining anything. So I guess I started because I wanted that to be there when I was a student and it wasn't there. And now the amount of like student nurses that I get messaging me, thanking me, saying that it's so helpful to have that content, I guess.
I have the exact same thing with asexuality. So I've been out as asexual for like 3-4 years, but I only started talking about it on my channel 2 years ago. But since then, the kind of comments I get are the kind of comments that I left when I was like a confused 15-year-old. And it's so nice to be able to kind of give the advice that I needed when I was younger. So that and just the community, and to me there's always more people to meet. Like, you've never met everyone, and I love that. I love I'm always going to have a new friend somewhere, as lame as that sounds, but that is like the best thing for me.
For me, when I made YouTube videos, there wasn't anybody I could really relate to as being a young black kid. I looked at the people like KSI, Toe Jizzle, Iman Kellen, who were all great content creators in their retrospective, but I never saw someone who was like me. And I think the greatest experience I ever had was meeting someone who would look almost just like me, and he genuinely said he started my YouTube channel because of me. So it was it for me.
Awesome.
Sorry.
I'll probably have to say the most rewarding thing about having a YouTube channel is probably that you get to like inspire so many people, and it's so nice because like you get messages from people. And for me, when I first started doing motivational speaking 3 years ago, I was like, what's a motivational speaker?
Excuse me?
I was like, wait, what's a motivational speaker? And now there's kind of like this movement of, a lot of them are based in the US, but there's kind of like this movement of young inspirational entrepreneurs across the globe, like starting to come up and have social media platforms for other people to have. But when I started, there wasn't any of that. So for me to be able to show people what they can do and not have a normal job, if that makes sense, and be like, yes, you can inspire people, yes, you can help people, and you can have it as a job at the same time, because that was like the first thing I thought when I like learned about what it was. So it's really nice to show people what else you can do in life, and also just show them different messages. Yeah.
I had a paper when I was 13.
I got to go to Sammy Paul's house and